Hi there, I'm Rob Anderson. I have come to make this video today very quickly to cover the topic of where to sell crafts or where to sell your crafts. Now, that line of mine there, pay attention. While this question seems straightforward, it can be complicated, amuses me no end. Those of us, or those you and I that have sold crafts before, if you're doing it as your full-time business, you'd be surprised how hard or how much time you spend thinking about where you could sell your crafts, which place would work the best. To be honest, I've had so many different products, craft products and other products over the years that I've sold, from second-hand books to bandanas, from all sorts of places across my country. That's the beauty of what I'm about. Is I am a small business flea market specialist. I do have a product that I sell that teaches you how to and where to and how to go about doing your websites for your crafting business, where the best places are. That's cool. That's what I'm about. Now, this one here, I have put in the 7 main places that I think are the best for craft products. There are other places that are better for other things, sporting events, for drinks and gimmicks, and that kind of thing. But craft market, well, it's obvious, and that also would depend on your craft. Sometimes you become, saturated with your crafts. So on a craft market, a person that produces goat's cheese, they can always do well because they will build up a core of people that buy from them, and that's great. But yet, in my case, I was going to a craft market with a hammock chair, beautifully made, and it took about 2 years for me to saturate the potential buyers. These craft markets pretty much keep the same people coming back to that specific craft market. So what I was having to do was to jump and change between craft markets to get the maximum profits out of it. Flea markets have got the same thing. You obviously can sell from your house. Some products lend themselves to wholesale. In fact, I used to do wholesale with my hammocks, and it can be a nice thing. You've just got to watch that your profits on the wholesale side are correctly, or your costs are correctly calculated, that you're not working just to pay your wages and your petrol bill or whatever other costs, telephone bills. I would tell you now that the internet is perhaps the strongest of all, and the beauty of the internet is you very seldom need to spend huge costs to run it and set it up. A craft market, in fact, to book for the day can in fact be fairly pricey, and you get used to it when you're out there doing 2 a weekend. In fact, some cases I was sometimes running 5 on a weekend. I was dropping kids with my products at all sorts of school functions and things to sell, and you get used to it. Now comes to the internet, and I tell you, you're going to have to pay X amount of rands in South Africa's case, or dollars in most of your cases, and suddenly it's, oh, but that seems that, come on, it's absolutely incredibly cheap that you can, for so little. In fact, the biggest cost to do with your internet and your website is time, and that's where you can end up paying people to do the article writing and the videos and things that you need to do. The other way around is to do it with an intense focus for 6 months, so that your website is then so well established with literally thousands of backlinks that you will be on page 1 on literally hundreds of long tail keywords, and you will therefore be very busy. Another great place to sell your crafts is through agents. Similar to wholesale, however, with an agent, if you're lucky, they're only working your product, and they're on flea markets themselves in different towns and cities throughout your country, or they're doing party planning, which also works great. In fact, over the years I've done quite a few different products on party planning, and believe it or not, I think the most successful I ever did was art. Selling oil paintings to evening party planning. To be honest, that was 30 years ago. I have no idea how well or how effective it will be these days. Okay, I need to tell you that no matter how you sell your craft and where you sell your craft, you need to know what people are looking for, and that's about research. You need to go and sit in a craft market the entire day with a notebook or a recording device and make notes. Think about it. Look at what people are carrying, what they're eating, what they do, how fast they walk past certain places, that kind of research. Then there's just research through the yellow pages. There's research for how many different shops of that type are in your neighborhood, that kind of thing. Okay, and then obviously your online keyword research gives you the most accurate information. They can literally tell you how many people are looking up what exact term and how often and what areas. Absolutely brilliant. Right, selling your craft, great. You have to do your website properly. That's easy. You have to choose a craft product that can supply it and easily as well. If you're making lots of little things that take hours and hours each, you're going to find it's not as profitable as you thought. Whereas if you took that same product, I'll give you an example. I used to do the name on a grain of rice, which was great fun. But ultimately, it's a piece of artwork that's as big as a grain of rice. Well, it is a grain of rice. And that you will never be able to sell for 1,800 Rand. Fair enough, it only took 5 minutes. Well, 20 minutes if it was an actual painting, because I did those too. So the 20 minutes, if you proportioned it out to where I was doing a full-size canvas, I could do a full-size painting sometimes in as little as 2 or 3 hours. And if that's the case, and I can get 1,800 Rands for that in South African money, which is about, I think, $250, it shows you that size and product make a huge difference in how profitable you can be. Obviously, I suggest, here's the note, build your website to be an authority site. The more your website is known for that, you then start to be able to sell other things too, training courses and all sorts of things that can work with your product or in conjunction with. Right, I'm here to help you. I have loads of experience. A small business, I've been self-employed almost forever. I think in my life I've had 1 full year of employment with a boss, and to be honest, it very nearly killed me. I am clearly unemployable. I do need to have the joy and the excitement and the challenge and the fun of having my own business, and I've loved it. So I've got all of that experience. More recently, I have spent hundreds of thousands of Rands again, and so, you know, perhaps in dollars, 80,000 perhaps, on my online experience. I've been 2 years full-time learning, building, practicing what I preach. And that side of it I can help you with too. I do have, and that's why this video is here, a full training report on how to take your small business, how to do your research, the business plan, and I'm revising right now the whole internet side of it, the keywords, the backlinking, the video marketing, like you're seeing of my own video marketing right now. All of that is part of this system that I have. If you like, I do have a free report. It'll give you an idea as to what I do and how I think. Go and get a copy of the report. Here's the picture. Find the download link. Come and see what I do. Follow it up. If you're wanting to do a craft business and make money with it, it's the best way to go about it. Thanks for your time. Cheers.